advanced mathematics, my dear viewer who is watching this program. How are you, everybody who is watching this video? I'm very happy to have you, and I have a good news for you. You have to stay tuned from the beginnings of this session to the end. I ask you that don't end in the beginnings or maybe at the middle of this session or at the end. I believe that I'm going to transform your mindset from the previous state into the new state that you have ever expected it to be. My name is Olenjolai. Simply call me Olenjolai. I thank God because He has given me a gift of teaching the entire nation of United Republic of Tanzania, and even teaching international students by using the power of the digital technology. I'm an electronics engineer by God's grace and telecommunication engineer also. So I'm using what I've been studying and I'm applying it to impact the millions of the students in advanced education. I'm a Tanzanian and I'll be focusing on the curriculums and syllabus of Tanzania. However, that advanced mathematics, advanced physics, advanced chemistry, basic applied mathematics, these are universal subjects worldwide according to my research. So stay tuned and stay connected with me, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you into one of our online school that's called Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Simultaneously, I would like to welcome you into one of our official YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online A-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. I know that you are asking yourself so many questions. Possibly this is your first video. I will honor you and I would like to welcome you. You are not late. However, that there is written session 7, the good things of the digital technology, that you can access the previous session 00 to session 6 of probability of 40 of coordinate geometry 2. So that's the very important information, and I would like to give you hope that you can access previous sessions and you have never lost anything actual. It's just a matter of you to be serious and connected with this program. This is the vision we have in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. I have an assignment to teach and train and incubating some advanced secondary students who will be ready to extract knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from the classroom instructions in advanced mathematics, advanced physics, advanced chemistry, and even basic applied mathematics, and combine the extractions or the means what is being extracted with knowledge, understanding, and wisdom that I'm going to teach you to extract from the Word of God written in the Holy Bible. So that's what you have to expect in order to solve real life problems. We need these two combinations in order to solve real life problems. You are no longer an ordinary secondary student, you are advanced secondary students. So you have to think differently, and you have to think how you can solve complex real life problems which actually disturbing or actually making the community to be uncomfortable because you have the solution of that problem. So the main objective of TASO, in short, it means that the abbreviations of Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM is to train our students on how to think differently and think outside of the classroom instructions and search the real life problems of that size that requires the scientific solutions or advanced mathematics solutions or basic applied mathematics solutions and solve it. That's the main objective. We have so many specific objectives, and possibly some of those specific objectives might be your main objective for joining this program. So whether you have been given up, you've been trying your level best to learn and cover and master advanced mathematics, and possibly that you met with wrong teachers and even wrong counselors or wrong advisors, I want to tell you that you should not give up. You still have a room to make sure that you upgrade your level of understanding advanced mathematics for the Form 6 and Form 5 in order to achieve your goals and even to go beyond of what you have. Beyond of what you've expected, because that is one of the specific objectives of TASO, to take our students beyond of what they have planned, or beyond to the level, or to the beyond of what they have expected to do. That's the main one of the specific objectives of this program. So we have so many departments, we have so many videos, we have visions of recording more than 500 video, high definition video of training and teaching. And God is the sponsor and founder of this program. So you have to give him all the glory and honor so that he has paid for you. So you will get these contents free of charge, but God has given you permissions or has invited you to offer your free willing thanksgiving from your heart to God. So this program, so the telephone number 0759745331 of any amount. So in case you don't feel any voice of God in your heart, don't offer it. We don't need support. We just need offering, because offering has actual excellent and extraordinary feedback from God himself. Thank you very much for understanding, and thank you very much for joining me or for sending your free in thanksgiving, because the doors are open night and day. You may send it here. The confirmation name is Olenjolai&Nekinyi. In case you want to do bank transaction, maybe your parents, you're a sponsor, or maybe you are guardians of a certain advanced secondary students, so you want these 500 videos to be released in me, into the world, and released in me into the Tanzanians secondary students of any region, of any school, of any wadi schools, of any secondary, advanced secondary schools, of these four combinations, in order for the students to do extraordinary and even having these contents at any times and anywhere. So we have, I would like to take this opportunity to explain to you a few steps that you have to follow in order for yourself to register permanently into ASO or in our online schools, because this is session 7. We used to add at least one video in a day. So we'd like to give you an access how you can get notifications of what you have added, whether it is contents that you need or the contents for somebody. Remember that. So the first step, if you don't have an email, create or open a new email. If you have one, remember your username and password. The second step, we ask you to sign in YouTube by using your email that you've created or your old email. So when you sign in, you'll be asked the username and the password. The third step, we ask you to search to ASO. This is the abbreviations of Tanzania Online A-Level Circuit School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Okay? So this name. So Tanzania Online A-Level Circuit School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. So once you say this one, so just write this name, the YouTube channel name, or our channel name. Once you write, then you'll see the round buttons of round buttons with the national flag, right? Currently that's my photo, but later also change into the national flag of Tanzania as a profile picture. So here you see the national flag of Tanzania with 4 colors, and then beside it you'll see the name of the channel and the number of subscribers. You have to make sure to subscribe. You'll see the horizontal toolbar, which is written home, then videos, then you have another one which is written playlisting, then you have channel, then you have community, then you have about. So you have almost 16 subtitles. So the fourth step, after you have searched it to ASO, you have to click these buttons until you see homes, videos, playlisting, channel, community, and about. If you have seen that, then you are already in our online school. We don't have a physical advanced school. So this first step is when you are watching that any video, even the trailer video, then on your right hand side at the bottoms of the video, of any video that you'll be watching, you will see a software buttons that you can subscribe. Click these buttons once, then it will change into subscribed. And once you subscribe, or once you have subscribed, then the icon of the bell will appear on its right hand side beside it. Click these icons of the bell. You'll see 3 options. Then we ask you to choose the options of all. Once you do that, you have registered yourself permanently. Once you do this, you have registered yourself permanently. So right now, you are our student, and you can take the leverage of our contents in order to impart your life, your academic life. So the fifth step, we ask you to click the playlisting, okay? So the playlisting, this one, which is written playlisting. And then in this playlisting, we have a playlist of coordinate geometry 2. The playlist of coordinate geometry 2, actually that we'll see the collections of session 00 to session 7 of our video, and even all the sessions after we finish, all the sessions about coordinate geometry 2 will be collected in one playlist. In advanced mathematics for the Form 6 secondary education or as a secondary subject, we are going to teach you 8 topics. In each topic, we have a playlist for each topic where we put the collection of videos of that topic from the first video to the last video. So we want you to access the information and start learning quickly rather than roaming around and checking this video, quitting it, checking the other ones, checking the intermediate, maybe the middle, maybe the video that cover the concepts in the middle of the topic. So we want you, once you get into the particular playlist, so for example, right now, you can search the playlist of Coordinate Geometry 2, and then you'll see the collections of all the videos of Coordinate Geometry 2 from session 0 to session 7. When we'll be adding, then we add also every video into that playlist of Coordinate Geometry 2. Wonderful. So again, you can, I know that you will enjoy this conference. You can click also the icons of share, just you watch at the right hand side or at the bottom of your right hand side, you will see the icons of share. You can click this one to share the video link to your friends as advanced secondary students in Kilimanjaro. You can share these contents with as students who are in Bariadi. You can share these contents with students who are in Sumbawanga. You can share these contents with students who are studying in Kigonsera, in Rovuma. So you can share these contents with students who are studying in Kagera, in Bukoba. So you can share all of these contents through the social media, for example, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, Twitter, Instagrams, email, and even LinkedIn. So that's a very important piece of information, because I know that you have been waiting very important time of going into the details or into the contents of Parabola. So let me take you inside of today's session. We are in session 8, Purpose of Advanced Mathematics. The subject is called Advanced Mathematics. This content is for the pre-Form 60, Form 60 students, QT, reciters, in combinations of PCM, PMC, PGM, and AGM. So P stands for Advanced Physics, C stands for Advanced Chemistry, and this C stands for Computer Science. M stands for Advanced Mathematics, Advanced Mathematics, Advanced Mathematics, Advanced Mathematics. Wonderful, for 5 and Form 6. And the good news I will teach you. The first chapter in Form 60, in the syllabus of Form 60, is called Coordinate Geometry 2. And this is session 7. We have already taught you session 0 to session 6. So session 6 has been titled as solving problems of 40 of Parabola, part 30. So simply this is part 2, or part B, because part A, it was 40, session 6. Basically, what are we focusing here? Okay, we have to focus on 2 pieces of information. Number 1, you have to remember the standard equations of 40 of parabola. Okay? However, that in this case, we are focusing on the translated parabola. So for the translated parabola, for the parabola at the origin, the standard equation is y squared is equal to 4ax. But the translated, say y minus q squared. This is equal to 4a, then x minus what? X minus b. Right? So again, in case that we have x squared, if you do remember, say that this is 4by. So it's translated in, the questions of translate parabola along y-axis, it will be 4by minus q. Again, we have some other information that we call the vertex. Okay, vertex of translated parabola. So the vertex of translated parabola, if you remember, is a plus b, comma q. Again, we've been dealing on finding what the focus. Okay, focus. No, vertex is p, comma q. Okay, but the focus it is a plus what plus b, comma q. Then the question of derivatives. Okay, question of what derivatives. This depends on where the parabola lies. So question of derivatives, for example, you can find that the ones that we are dealing with is x is equal to negative a plus what plus b. So etc. 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 We've been solving examples, and we ended in example what? We ended in example 8, if I'm not mistaken. I'll give you some other announcements later. So we ended. Can you remind me? I left the homework, which I think that was it. Example. Since it's example 8, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Okay, so let us continue solving problems of parabola. And today I'll be focusing, I believe that you did homework 6, and this homework 6 is actual example 9. Very simple questions. I believe that you've done it. So let me continue with example 10. Okay? Because I have to take you and teach you by using different technique. So example 10. So this is concept question, and you have to refer test 1 of Iboru High Secondary School in 2009 at Arusha. So the question say that find the equation of the parabola. Find the equation of a parabola. Find the equation of a parabola having the following information. Having the following information. Having the following information. The focus of that parabola is 4,6, and another given information is vertex. Say with me, vertex. Vertex of the parabola is 6,6. So these are the two pieces of information that have been given. So my dear students, if you're given that question, you can pause the video and try yourself. You've been asked to find the equation of the parabola. Having the information that the focus of the parabola is 4,6 and the vertex is 6,6. So what will be the equation of the parabola? Okay, so let us solve. You can pause the video and try it yourself, because I know now you are competent enough in the concepts of parabola. So the first step of you solving trick questions like this one, sketch the problem. So sketch the problem in the X-ray plane. So in sketch the problem in the X-ray plane, you have to be careful, because the x-coordinates is 4, the maximum x-coordinates is 6, and the maximum y-coordinates is 6 also. So let me try to sketch it here so you can see. Suppose that this is the space that you have. So this is y-axis. Okay, this is the y-axis. So let me label it. So we don't have a negative coordinates. So we can find that this is origin. So here we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6. Then here we have negative 1. And we have a horizontal line here. Okay, why should we sketch? Because we don't have, when we sketch, we will see the nature of the given parabola, especially if you locate the coordinates. So then let us leave. So you have 1 in x coordinate, 2, you have 3, you have again 4, you have 5, you have 6. Because we made it. You have negative 1, you have negative 2, you have negative 3, negative 4 in case. So this is x-axis. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is negative 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. This is origin. Okay. So if that's the case, you have what? The focus is 4, 6. So the focus is 4, 6. 4, 6. This is the coordinate sort. This is 4, 6 at the focus. Okay? Focus of the parabola. Then you have the vertex is 6, 6. So the vertex is somewhere else. So this is 4, 6. So the vertex okay. So the vertex is 6, 6. At the vertex of the parabola. So from this one, we say that this is the focus. This is the focus which you call the S. And this is the vertex which you call the V. This is just the point. So we can sketch our parabola, and then remember this is the focus, and this is the vertex. So the parabola will be having this shape. So let me clean this so that you will see. So this is the point. Okay, this is the point, which is 6, 6. So here we have our parabola. This is our parabola, a given parabola, while this coordinates is 6, 6. Okay, so 6, 6. I need this space 6, 6. So it is 6, 6 at the value of this coordinate. So this is the focus, remember. So it means that this is axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. So with this axis of symmetry, if just we go downstairs here, we have 4, and then this one, x coordinate is 6. So 6 minus 4, it is 2. So the distance between the focus and the vertex, remember that. Remember, you have to note this one. The distance from the vertex of the parabola is always equal from the vertex of the parabola to the focus, to its focus is always equal for the parabola, because parabola is eccentricity of parabola is 1, equal to what? Equal to the distance from vertex to line, vertex line. Please pause the video and copy these instructions for you to go further. So that's the principle. So this is the principle of all parabola, because its eccentricity is 1. So because the eccentricity is 1, so you say the distance from the vertex, so this is vertex, is the distance from the vertex to the focus should be equal to the distance from the vertex to the parabola, to the equation of the vertex. So here, so it means that if the distance from the focus to the vertex is 2, then the distance from the vertex to the line to the vertex line, which is this one I sketch, will be what? 2. So this vertex line will also be on the axis of symmetry, and its coordinate will be what? So 2 plus 6, it is what? It is 8. So its coordinates is 8, 1. 8, 1. Okay? So you have to find what? So just to draw this, draw properly. So this is the parabola, this is the vertex, this is the focus. So focus is 4,6, and this is vertex, which is 6,6. And then here we have a vertex line. So this vertex line, we say x is equal to 8. So for that case, we say that suppose this is S and this is P. So we have a distance between S and P. We also have a distance between the line of the vertex and what? Equation of the parabola. So suppose that this is M. So the distance from vertex to the line of the vertex line is equal to the distance from the focus to the vertex. Remember that this is equal to vertex. So we go for the second step. So this is figure 7.22. Well, this one is figured. So this is figure 7.21. Okay, so the aim of these informations is to reduce the value of the value of the vertex line. So this is point M, and here, because we have the increments of 2, so it will be 8, 1. So point M is 8, 1. So ladies and gentlemen, we go for the second step of finding the equation. The second step is say that we call the eccentricity of the parabola is SP over PM. And we say the eccentricity of parabola is 1. So for that case, the line segment SP is equal to PM. Is equal to PM. And this eccentricity is equal to 1. So for that case, we have what? SP, this is equal to what? PM. So this is equation 1. So the distance from the focus to the vertex of the parabola is equal to the distance from the vertex into the equation of 40 of the vertex. I believe that you enjoy the beauty of coordinate geometry 2, or the beauty of parabola. Okay? And especially sketching these word problems. Okay. So then we say that the distance from SP to the general formula, the distance, the general formula of distance. So say the distance of SP for that case, it is 6 minus 4 square plus what? 6 minus 6 square. Then again, the distance from PM is what? The distance from PM is 6 minus 8 square, or whatever the case, okay, plus what? y minus y squared. So 6 minus 4, it is 2. So this will make the square root of what? Excuse me. You have to find what? You have to take arbitrary point. So in order to find the equation of the line, you have to take arbitrary point. So this is vertex V. So let arbitrary point be is x comma 1. Because we know this, we know the focus and we know the vertex. So vertex help us to get the equation of the vertex. So then we want to find what? So this is, let's say, R. So we want to find the distance from P to S, and also the distance from P to what? P to M. And this M is 8, comma 8, comma. So this is wrong. You should not use the vertex because you get this distance is 2. So distance here it is 2 units, 2 units. So you have nothing to do. So we say that we need SB. The SB is equal to the distance from what? From x minus x minus 4, then plus what? Y minus 6. Then PM. PM. So PM is x minus 8. Plus what? Y minus 1. So this will make equation 2, and this will make equation 3. So this is squared, this is squared. So I say from the fact that the centricity of parabola is 1, so I say that SP is equal to PM. It's equal to PM. How? So what is SP? SP it is square root of what? X minus 4 square plus what? Y minus 6 square. This is equal to what? Is equal to under root of what? X minus 8 square. Y minus y it is 0. 0 square it is square. It is 0. Okay? So if we square to both sides, then we have what? We have x squared minus 8x plus 16. It's y squared minus 12y plus 36. Then this one, this is x squared minus 16x plus 64. So we're looking for the equation. So x squared and x squared, these are common. So on the left hand side remains is negative 8x plus what? 16 plus what? Y squared minus 12y plus 36 minus what? 64. This is equal to what? Negative 16x, negative 16x. So bring this on this side. So it should be negative 8x plus 16x. Then plus what? Plus y squared. Plus 16 minus 12y. Then this one is what? So 14 minus 6 is 8. We have 5, so it's negative 8 is equal to 0. So simply this will make what? So this is 8x y squared. So it's what? 2, 1. That is 12y is equal to 0. So y squared minus 12y, then minus what? Plus 8x. So you can rewrite this equation this way: y squared minus 12y plus 8x minus 12 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the parabola. You can write in a general form, or you can leave in this form. So therefore, so equation of parabola is what? Y squared minus 12y plus 8x minus 12 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the parabola of that given problem. You can just factorize it and express in translated parabola. So you can know its focus, you can prove whether the focus is 4,6 or, and you can prove also the vertex of the parabola is 6,6. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comment section. Remember that we didn't use these concepts of finding the distance from here to here because it's known, it's 1. It's known, it's 2. So the distance from the focus to vertex is 2, and the distance from vertex to the question of the vertex is 2. So the alternative, we have to choose point P, any point along any point along the parabola except the vertex, because the distance between vertex and focus, the distance from vertex to focus and from vertex to the question of the vertex is constant. So we don't use it in computing or in finding the equations of the parabola. Bear that in your mind. So you can take even another point here, you can take any points along this parabola, because remember that this is parabola. So this is parabola whose equations is what? Is y squared minus 12y plus 8x minus 12. This is parabola. So this is our parabola. So in case you find that I'm writing quickly rather than your speed, you can pause the video and copy the contents, then we continue. Okay, so that is example 10. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you into example 11. Are you ready for example 11? These are conceptual questions of parabola, of translated parabola. These are conceptual questions about translated parabola. After this one, I will teach about condition for a line to be a tangent on the parabola. So let me present another conceptual question, which is example 11. The question states that find the equation, find the equation of the parabola. Find the equation of the parabola with directives. With directives in y is equal to 7, means this lies along what? Y-axis, and its vertex. So I have closely related question. The vertex is 9,4. 9,4. So find. Okay, find the equation of the parabola with the vertex y is equal to 7. In previous example, we found the equation of the parabola with focus 4,6 and the vertex 6,6. In this equation, we are given the vertex y is equal to 7, and also we given the vertex. So you know how are we navigating. This is simple. You can pause the video and try this question, because if you have understood the solution of example 10, then you can do these questions yourself, because I've opened your eyes and I have entertained you rather than being disappointing you. So, solution. The best option, or the first step for you to conquer these questions is sketching. The first step, sketch the problem. And because you've been given the question of the vertex, you might know that this parabola will be lines along the y-axis, because the vertex or the axis of symmetry is horizontal line to the y-axis. Okay, so for x coordinates we need 9, then the other one is 7. Okay, so you just need positive. All right, so if it is positive, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I know what you want to do. So this is y-axis, -1, -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is y-axis, and this is x-axis. So this is 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 9 will be somewhere here. Okay? So again, here we have negative values. So -2, -4, -6. Okay? So let us locate the vertex point. So to locate the vertex point, x is 9 and y it is 5. So this is our vertex, which is 9, 4. But we also have the vertex line. So the vertex line, its y is equal to 7. So this is y is equal to 7. Okay? That's the equation of the vertex. So if the question, this is the question of the radius, you're expecting the parabola to lie along the y-axis. So this is vertex. No, this is what? Vertex of the parabola. So if this is the vertex, the distance from the vertex to what? To the equation of the vertex is 7 minus 5, which is 2 units. So the distance from vertex to the focus of the parabola will be 2 units. So this is focus, S. So this vertex here is coordinates out, it is 9, 4. Then the focus is 9, 3. So if this is the focus, where does the parabola pass? So the parabola pass in between. So this is the vertex, remember. So the parabola will be lying along the y-axis in this style. So this is parabola in which we have to find its equation. Okay. Remember that the first one was figure 8, figure 7.2. So this is figure 7.3. Okay. So the focus is what is 9,9,3. So then we take any arbitrary point. For example, we take a point P here. This point P, it's an arbitrary point along the parabola, which is x, y. So we can use this to find the equation of the parabola. So simply, this is a perpendicular line, and here we have M. We don't know the coordinates of x, but we don't know the coordinates of y, it is 7. So then we can apply the concepts of eccentricity, and remember eccentricity of parabola is 1. So remember eccentricity of parabola is 1. So because you have sketched it, you find that the problems become simpler and simpler and simpler, because our theme is to take complex concepts in advanced mathematics Form 5 and Form 6C and teach them in a simpler and simpler language. So if that's the case, this is the first step, we have sketched it. The second step now, we say that recall the formula that eccentricity is equal to the line segment SP over the line segment PM. So for parabola, remember that for any parabola, whether translated or not translated, the eccentricity is equal to 1. So for that case, SP is equal to what? Is equal to PM. What's SP? So the from the distance formula, SP, so it is x minus 9. So x minus 9 square plus what? Then we have what? Y minus 3. Y minus 3 square. This is equal to square root of what? PM. PM, it's a distance from here to here. So you have x minus x, which is 0. So x minus x square, which is 0. Next you have y minus 7 square. Wonderful. So we have the square root of what? Of x minus 9 square plus y minus 3 square. This is equal to what? Square root of what? Of y minus 7 square. Okay? So then we square to both sides. Once we square to both sides, we have what? X minus 9 square plus what? Y minus 3 square. And this is equal to what? Y minus 7 square. Okay? So you can expand now. Okay, if you expand, this one is x square minus 18x plus what? 81 plus y square minus 6y plus 9. So this is equal to what? Y square minus 14y plus 49. Okay, so y square and y square cancel. Okay, because the parabola lies along the y-axis. So here we have x square minus 18x plus 81 Then 81 plus 9 is 90. Okay, 90 minus 6y, and then plus what? 14y, then minus 49 is equal to 0. Okay, so here we have x squared minus 18x. 18x, so we have 90 minus 49, actually it is 41, so plus 41, because 41 plus that one is 90. Then 14y minus 6y, this will make 8y is equal to 0. So that the question of the parabola which we have been asked to find. Question of parabola is what is x squared minus 18x plus what? 41. Well, this is 12 plus 13. 12y, we have 12y, now we have 8y. And then we have what? 33, so let us cross check. So if you expand there, we have 81. We have y squared, we have 9. So that should make 90. And then there we have what? Okay, it is 14. Of course, there we have what? Y minus 7. Okay, fine. So we have x squared minus 18x. That is 6 plus 14y. That is 6 plus 14y. It is 12y. Let me get 12y. Because we have xc minus 9 squared. Then we have y minus 1. Why y minus 1? 7 minus 5, it's 2. And 5 minus 9, it's 3 instead of. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, so to just do correction, let us say that this is 9,5. Just to do corrections. Even if you leave 9,4, you have to just need to adjust the vertex to be here. So it means that the distance between the vertex and the equation of the vertex is 3 units. So you have to go 3 units down from 4. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So the coordinates of focus will be 9,1. But just when the vertex is 9,5, then that solution is correct. So therefore, the equation of parabola is what? Is x squared minus 18x plus 8y plus 41 is equal to 0. That's the final response. That's the final response of that question. Okay? We have more question? Yeah. To have example 10. Example 8. Have example 12. Example 12. Concept. Find the equation of parabola whose its directives is x plus y is equal to 5, and focus is 2,0. That's the question. I've been teaching you I've been teaching you different examples of coordinate geometry or of parabola, in which that the equation of directives is a line, is either horizontal or vertical line. Before I solve, you can pause the video and then try to solve that questions. Before I solve that questions, I would like to give you some few announcements. We like to welcome every national and international viewer, international students into our Tanzania online advanced library, where we have some reference books that we like to equip our students in order to go further. The first reference book is called the Pure Mathematics 1, New Editions, J.K. Backhouse, SP T. Household. This is a very interesting and very important book, and actually it's one of the books that introducing the concepts of coordinate geometry. The further topics in coordinate geometry, so polar coordinates, and then the cycle, the loci. So there is also the topic of parabola, according to my research. So there's a topic of parabola. So you have further topics in coordinate geometry, the question of the straight lines, polar coordinates, relationship between polar and Cartesian coordinates, the parabola, So it's introducing to you about the parabola. So you can order this book, Pure Mathematics 1 and Pure Mathematics 2. We have a sample of Pure Mathematics 1, the way you see it. And they cost the same amount of just of selling price. We are not doing business, we are selling to you. We want to equip you with these important materials. So you can order this book right now online, and we can send to you in any regions amongst the regions of Tanzania with only a gift of 30,000 per book of Pure Mathematics 1. And Pure Mathematics 2, the same price, but today we don't have, it's a sample. Again, so this will be you will use this one as a reference book for learning advanced mathematics. But we have some other reference books again that we have Pure A-level or Pure A-level mathematics by J. Tranter. Also, it costs the same price. It is 30,000. We have also concepts course of statistics. We have understanding mathematics, which is going to cost you 90,000. And then we have advanced mathematics syllabus, which will cost you, or you can order it with the amount of 15,000. Again, we want to equip our students with questions and answers. Questions and answers book. So these two books, let me start on the left-hand side. It's called Advanced Mathematics in 1 Review. So this is Problems and Solutions 2003 to 2018. While this one is called Advanced Mathematics in 2 Review, Problems and Solutions 2003 to 2018. In Tanzania and in most countries which we are a colony of British, we are doing 2 advanced papers of mathematics. 2 papers of advanced mathematics. The first one is called Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination, Paper 1, and the second one is called Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination, Paper 2. So this is Paper 1, this is Paper 2. The good news, you can order these books with the same amount of buying cost, which is less than the price of the local shop. So this one you can order by a gift of 17,000, and you can also order this one by a gift of 17,000 shillings. And then again, we have to equip you with the original scientific calculator. This is the one of the original scientific calculator, which is called Casio Function 901 MS. very original or very important scientific calculator we're gonna need. There are some other topics that we will be using the scientific calculator on learning. For example, statistics, we'll be using the scientific calculator. Probability, we'll be using the scientific calculator. When we'll be doing computations in matrices or in algebra, we'll be using scientific calculator. We'll be using the scientific calculator in integrations. So away from the normal computations, but also you're going to use scientific calculator in different aspects. And even later on, we'll be using scientific calculator in complex number. So you can order this scientific calculator. We have number 1 and number 2. Number 1 costs 55,000 and number 2 costs 35,000. So this number 1 is the original. For example, I have been using this one for 4 years. It has been falling down accidentally, and as I pick it down and still working effectively. So you can order the package of these books plus also other books, and the shipping cost or the transport cost will be the same like as you ordered one scientific calculator. So we advise you to order this package so you can have the departments or you have advanced mathematics library in your bag or in your house or in your studying room, right? So you'll be using the same shipping or transport cost if you order this package, and also then a minimum discount when you order all of these books. So how can you order these books? That are good questions. You have to send an SMS and explain briefly what you want to order into app. Means that in Tanzania Online Advanced Library. Then once we receive your message, we'll call you and just communicating, and then you have to pay and you have to do the prepaid. Then we'll send these books to you, and believe me that we are faithful and will make sure that you deliver your resources as well as possible. And even yourself, we ask you to be faithful and give us feedback whether we have succeeded to send to you, because you are paying the transport costing, so you have to be serious. That's an announcement which is very important for you to take advantage of our contents. So we have this question: find the questions of the parabola whose its directrix is x plus y is equal to 5, and focus. I know that I've been teaching you all the 11 examples when the directrix is just y is equal to something. We don't have a variable of x in the same equation. So the most challenging part is this line. You know the nature of these lines, but it can just give you some few confusion. So solution. Remember that I told you that the first step for you to solve this problem, sketch the problem. So sketch the problem. How are you going to sketch this direct line? So we have x. So first of all, we have to find x intercept. So remember, the x intercept is when y is equal to 0. So when you substitute y is equal to 0 in that equation, the x intercept is equal to 5. Then we need what y intercept. Y intercept is obtained when x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 5. Okay. So let me sketch quickly. Okay. Because with this one, we don't need to label the equation. You have to understand the concept. This is x-axis, and this is y-axis. So suppose that this is positive 5, and suppose that this is positive 5. So here we have the vertex line. We have the vertex line. So this is the vertex line, which is x plus y is equal to 5. Okay, so you have the focus of 2, 0. So suppose that this is 2. So it means the point is the focus, which is 2, 0. 2, 0. That's the focus. Then how about the vertex? The vertex will be in between, means that the vertex, vertex. This is the vertex. So the vertex will be between what? Between the focus, which is equal to S in parabola, so S, the focus, which is 2, 0. And the direct line. So actually, the vertex of the parabola will be here. So this parabola is quite different because it's lying on both axes. So this is the vertex, and this is parabola, and this is focus. So this is vertex, and this is focus. So because you have focus, we can choose any arbitrary point, which is what? Which is P, X, Y. So you can find the distance between P and S. But again, you can find also the perpendicular distance. So you can find perpendicular distance. You are allowed also to use the drawing tools in order to be accurate. But for this case, because now you understand, I want to give you the big picture. So this is point M, which is actual, will be focus on the distance from the point to a line. But the first step. So second step, you have to find the equation of the parabola by using some tricks that we taught you, and by using the formula that we taught you in coordinate geometry 1 during the Form 5 education. Okay? So we say that SP, so you can find the distance SP. So this is the second step. So the second step, we say that because this parabola SP is equal to PM. Okay? So SP, for this case, is equal to the distance from what? So this is question 1. This is equal to the distance from P to S, which is X minus what? Minus 2 square plus Y minus 0 square. So this will make what? This will make X minus 2 square plus Y square. But also you have PM. PM, today we don't know particularly this point. So the X coordinates is not known and the Y coordinates is not known. So PM, simply say that is a perpendicular distance. So this is the perpendicular distance from point P, which is X to Y, to what? To the vertex line. The vertex line. So the vertex line is X plus Y is equal to 5. So if that's the case, we have to go the same step. You have to recall what? You have to recall the formula of finding perpendicular distance from what? From point to a line. And this is distance is equal to the magnitude of AX plus BY plus C over square root of what? Of a squared plus b squared. So from the given equation, xy minus 5 is equal to 0. So Pm, which is equal to distance, this is what? This is the absolute of x plus y minus 5 of what? A it is 1 square, b it is 1 square. So this will make it absolute xc plus y minus 5 over under root of 2. So this is question 2. Okay? I believe that you enjoy the beauty of advanced mathematics for advanced secondary students of the Form 6 education. So you say that, so this is question 3, this is question 3, and this is question 2. Okay, that's question 2. Okay, so go for the first step. Say substitute equation 2, equation 3 in question 1. So to substitute, we have absolute of x plus y minus 5 over 2. This is equal to square root of what? Of x minus 2 square plus y square. So to eliminate the square root or the radical sign, you have to square both sides. So once you square both sides, you have x plus y minus 5 over 2. This is equal to what? This is equal to x minus 2 square plus y square. So x plus y minus 5 over 2. This is equal to x square minus 4x plus 4 plus y square. So we have x plus y minus 5 raised x minus 6x plus what? Plus 8 plus 4y square. So if that's the case, we bring this on this side. So we have what? We have 2x squared plus 2y squared, then minus 7x minus y, and then plus what? Plus 13 is equal to 2. Let me check. So the question is solved. Oh. So I made a mistake. And the mistake that I made is excuse me, because I forgot this square here. Okay, forgot that square. So once I forgot that square, we have x plus y minus 5 times x plus y minus 5. Hence, we have what? Over 2. This is simply from x squared 4x plus 4 plus y squared. So x times x is x squared. X times y is xy. X times 5 is negative 5x. Then y times x is twice x, xy. It's twice xy. Then y times negative 5 is negative 5y. So negative 5 times x is negative 5x. This one, negative 5y. This one, 25 is equal to x squared minus 4x, then plus 4, then plus what? Okay, so this will be 2. So let me apply this 2 to this side. You have 2x squared, then minus 8x, then plus 8, then plus 2y squared. Can you simplify? Yeah, we can simplify. How? So you have x squared. You have x squared. So on the left hand side you have only x squared, but you have also y squared. Because y times x, y times y. So simply say that minus what? Minus y squared. Which is there, because y squared minus y squared. Okay? So on this side, on the left hand side, you have x squared plus y squared. Then you have what? 2xy minus 10x minus 10y, then plus 25 is equal to 2x minus 8x, then plus 8 plus 2y squared. So if you simplify, you get what? You get x squared plus y squared if you bring on this side. And then we have minus what? Plus xy. Then plus 2x, negative 10. So plus 10y, then minus 17 is equal to 0, if I'm not mistaken. So you've got what? X squared plus y squared minus 2xy, plus 2x, plus 10y minus 17. Wonderful, is equal to 0. We have succeeded to get the response. So therefore we say that the equation is this one. That's the equation. Okay. So let me solve one question quickly. I'm about to finish this session. Should not worry around, should not worry out. So that was example 12. This was example 9, 10, 11, 12. So let me solve example 13 quickly. This is from Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination of 1999, paper 1. Okay, so the question states that the simple question show that is simple or is conceptual. Yeah, it is concept. So show that the pair of equations x is equal to 3t squared plus 1, y is equal to a half 3t plus 1 is parametrically parametric representation of a parabola. It's a parabola, and hence give the coordinates of its vertex. That's the question. It's a new concept actually. Show that the pair of equation x is equal to 3t squared plus t, and then so you have y is equal to a half 3t plus 1 is parametric representations of parabola, and hence give the coordinates of its vertex. It's one of the questions 1999. Were you born? 1991? 1999? I'm not sure. But myself, I was born and I was completing my standard 7. Okay, solution. So the first step, you be given two parametric equation. First step, you say that solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. Okay, so this equation x is equal to 3t squared and ht at the minimum. This is question 1. Then we have y is equal to a half 3t plus 1. So simply it means that eliminate what? Let us eliminate t. So to eliminate t, so the second step, you have to make it make t the subject in equation 1. So here we have x is equal to 3t squared plus 1. So x minus 1 over 3 is equal to t squared. Right? So we can undo this, we can undo this. So we can find that t is the square root of x minus 1 square over what? Over 3. So this is equation 3. So remember that we want to show that parametric equation representing the equation of 40 of parabola. So the third step, have to substitute equation 3 in equation 2. So equation 2, which is y, is equal to a half, then 3t. What is t? T is the square root of what? Of x minus 1 square over 2 over 3. Then plus what? Plus 1. So let us simplify. So we say that y is equal to 3 over 2. Then we have what? Under root of x minus 1 square over 3 plus what? Plus a half. So half is common, so we can have twice y equal to 3. Then here we have x minus 1 square over 3. Then plus what? This one is plus 1. So we have 2y minus 1. This is equal to the square root of what? Of x minus 1 square over 3. Let us square both sides. Square both sides. So if you square this one, it is 4y square minus what? Minus 4y plus 1. This is equal to x minus 1 square over 3. Okay? So if that the case, say fine. Can you expand? Let me check. Can you expand? So here we have 12y square multiplied by 3 both sides minus 12y by 3. This is equal to x square minus 3x plus 1. Let me check. We have square. X minus 1, this is square. Where does it come from? This is wrong. It's only x minus 1 over 3. So this is wrong. And this is wrong. And this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay? So if that the case, when we reach at this stage, so we have 4y squared minus 4y. This is equal to what? X minus 1 over 3 minus 1. And this one it was what? Wait, minus 1 squared. Yeah. Okay, something like that. Where it is 3. So left the 3 here. Choose me. Wait. You see I have 3. And this 3 and even this one becoming 3. Because here we have 3. Wait. The 3t. Here we have 3t. So this is all about what? This is all about, I think that let me restart it afresh. So this is 3t plus 1. So it means 3 over 2 square root of that one over that plus a half. Alright? So we have 2y equal to 3. Then we have square root of what? X minus 1 over 3. And this one plus 1. Okay? So if that's the case, we have 2y minus 1. On this side we have 3. Then we have what? Square root of what? X minus 1 over 3. So in order to eliminate this square root, you have to square both sides. So if you square on this side, it will be 4y square minus 4y plus 1. This is equal to 9. And then 9 over what? So 9 over 3. And here we have x minus 1. The radical cancel, because remember that d3 is not a part of the, it's not a cube root. So if that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, the 4y square minus what? Minus 4y plus 1 equal to 3 x minus 1. So have 4y square minus 4y is equal to what? 3x minus 1 no, minus 3, 3x minus 3 minus 1. Okay, minus 1. Okay, fine. Left. Get prepared to receive the homework, which should be example 13, number 14, not example 14. So in this step, you have 4y minus 4y, and this is equal to 3x and what? Minus 4. So let us factorize. So that the forces of the first state, we say that factorize what? Factorize, this is question 4. Factorize equation 4. Factorize equation 4, we have 4y squared minus 4y is equal to 3x minus 4. So 4, first of all, we take it out. So we have 4, open bracket, y squared minus y is equal to 3x minus 4. So in order to factorize, let us divide by 4 to both sides. So on the left hand side, we have y squared is equal to y, and then here we have 1 over 4, we have 3x, or even just okay, can divide it this way. So here we have what? 3 out of 4x minus 1. Alright? So let us factorize. So this is y minus a half square, but we have plus what? Plus 1 over 4. Right? 1 over 4. So then this is equal to 3 over 4x minus 1. So you have y minus 1 or minus a half square. This is equal to 3 over 4x minus 1 over 4. Right? Should be minus on the right hand side, or should be four. Yes, we should minus. Should minus on this side in order to have the same one. So you have to minus on this side, you have to add. Wonderful. So this one we make it y over a half power square 2 is equal to 3 over 4x. Then we have what? 1 minus, so negative 3 over 4. So this will make 3 over 4 x minus 1. Okay, so hence show that, because the question asks you that show that the pair of equations is parametric representation of parabola, and hence give the coordinates of its vertex. These are some conceptual questions of translated parabola. So in that state, we have what? Y minus a half square is equal to 3 over 4 x minus 1. So hence shown that it's what it is question. Hence shown that it is equation of translated parabola with vertex. What the vertex of that parabola? So it's vertex of what? It's vertex of, and the x coordinate is 1, the y coordinate is a half. So this is the response, and this is the final response. So right now it's time for me to give you homework to try it yourself. This is homework what? Homework 7, and this is example 14. It's very simple question. It's not difficult. And this is come from Pure 1. It's come from Pure 1, exercise 1C. So a straight line x minus y minus 6 is equal to 0 cuts cuts the curve y square is equal to 8x at P and D Q. Calculate. Very simple. Length of what? So calculate length of PQ. That's the question. Please make sure that you try these questions and give me the feedback whether you've been understanding this problem solving of 40 of Parabola in the comment section. This is the end of session 7, which titled as Problem Solving or Solving Problems of Parabola Part B. Part A, it was we covered in session 6. So session 7, we have covered about 30 problems solving of Parabola Part B, and especially translated Parabola. So I would like to invite you in the next session, which will be session 8, when I will teach you how you can derive the condition necessary for a straight line to touch the parabola. Just like what we taught you in the coordinate geometry 1, when you taught that the condition necessary for a straight lines to touch the circle is given by a particular or by a certain parametric equation. So that's what we'll be teaching you. We'll be deriving that condition. We'll be expressing Cartesian form in rectangular, just in Cartesian form, and then we'll be expressing in parametric form. And then later on, we'll be teaching you how you can find equations of the tangent line to the parabola and equations of the normal line to the parabola. So until we meet in session 8, don't miss, invite your friends, invite some other students worldwide in the entire country of Tanzania, invite some advanced secondary students who are doing PCM in Kigonsela, in Ruvuma, invite some advanced secondary students of Form C who are doing maybe PGM at Musoma Technical College, at Musoma Technical School. Invite some students who are doing PCB in Mosh Technical to enjoy the contents that we are going to teach you in session 8. This is Olenjolai from Tanzania. I don't know everything about advanced mathematics Form 6. I just know a small portion, but I have an assignment to teach others what I know. So until we meet in the next session, keep enjoying the beauty of advanced mathematics. Remember to subscribe. Visit Tanzania Online Advanced Library. Keep meditating. Think differently. Think outside the box. Keep solving problems as well as you can. Order the books, the reference books that will be helping you to go further from what I teach you. Order the notes also, so just the telephone number at 07.